want to share a little bit more of the yoga philosophies that I think are being highlighted right now in our world. And when we think of going to yoga, so many of us think of the movement, right? And yoga has 8 equal limbs, 8 different pieces of its philosophy that are all just as important as the other. And one of them that our culture sort of glommed onto is asana, is just the movement. And then we start to recognize that breath is really important too. So asana and then breath. And we sort of think about yoga as about being calm and maybe breathing a bit more intentionally with the movement that you're doing. Now, I've always thought that the next two, Pratyahara and Dharana, are super, super important. And it feels like they're almost being forced upon us right now. And Pratyahara is withdrawal of the senses. Stop gathering information and details and everything from the outside world and start tuning into something internal. It's one of my analogies lately has been to, the bunny ears that used to be on top of TV sets, like take them down, take them off, stop trying to get reception from external and start trying to get reception from within. This idea of coming in off a really busy street and just being in a dark room and letting your eyes acclimatize to the darkness or the new level of light. And I think that's sort of how it feels right now. It's like we've walked into the quietness of our lives right now when we're not being able to participate in the external world as much as we used to. And we're being asked right now to cultivate a different type of knowledge. We're being asked right now to cultivate an inner knowing, right? A time where we understand the messages and sensations coming from within our body, and we are starting to respond to them and decode them and know them in a way that we haven't before. We haven't been listening. We've been following sort of a dogma coming from the external world to us, and the world is asking us right now to pratyahara, to go within and to pay attention to something inside. And it's a different kind of experience because the way your body speaks to you is in sensations. So some people will experience pain or tightness or grippiness or tension. Some people will feel like they get like thoughts that come into their head and ideas and like a clairvoyance that happens. Some people feel energies. They feel heightened emotions, sadness or fear or overwhelm or whatever. But we have these sensations that we're being asked to decode, whether they are physical or emotional or intuitive. They're all different ways that your body communicates with you. And our yoga practice is meant to help us cultivate that communication to the inside. And so right now we just have extra time. And if you are someone who doesn't have that time because you're still working in our outside world, then know that these practices of withdrawing your senses, even if you can just do them for 10 minutes a day, will help you revitalize and recharge so that you can continue to do the important work that you're doing in our external world. So I think regardless right now of which camp you're in, you're shut in your house and you can't leave, or you're on the front lines of everything that's happening, it's super important for us to be able to come back, take that really nice deep breath and just be with ourselves, understanding and knowing our own self better, the more and more. Yeah, if there's any way I can help you with that, honestly, I've posted all of my video links on my website, and you can go and do practices that are in a chair if you can't get on the floor, that are more strenuous, that are easier, that are just breath practices, please go explore all of the content that I've created to support people right now.